Congratulations, you've made it. We're here today to celebrate, to reflect on our incredible 10 days together, and just an incredible community that's been just been built and grown and collated together over this last 10 days. So thank you all so much for dialing in live here, whether you're watching this on a stream through the Facebook group, Facebook pages, wherever it is in the world that you're dialing in from. Just thank you. We've all just enjoyed the journey so much together, and really bringing this awareness around mental health, which is the purpose of why we do what we do. And so today we're here to celebrate. We're here to go deep as we can to celebrate who we are and what we're all about and why we're here together. And just to recap on the 10 days, our Global Wellness Day Challenge, Global Wellness 10-Day Challenge started off on October 10th, which is World Mental Health Day. We had an incredible lineup of speakers that joined us to really share the message. We started off with His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, sharing a message with us about World Mental Health Day. We had a beautiful gathering with the founders of Unify and Shae, just to share about this mission and vision and why we're doing this in the first place. This free event just for the benefit of mental health, to increase awareness around mental health, to reduce the stigma around mental health, and just to really shift the conversation from lack and misunderstanding to empowerment and potential. And so it's been a beautiful 10 days together. So far, we talked about personalized consciousness and understanding about what was going on in our minds and the actual mechanics of our minds to really help bridge those conversations for us. We dive deep into Dr. Deepak Chopra was here sharing a lot about the new yogic tradition and a perspective that was from there. We had Dr. Jane Goodall that was here. We had Adil and Patrick, of course, from Unify that were sharing earlier. We had Dr. Cam McDonald. We had Anne Larson, Dr. Daniela Remy. We had Rebecca Morrison that was here with us. We had Katie Lee. We had Dr. Avi. It was just an incredible day for day one on World Mental Health Day, where we really got to celebrate who we are, share lots of wisdom, and hear from experts and leaders all around the world. Day two, we dived into the pillars of physical health. So this is our sleep, activity, and nutrition, and just understanding all the things that actually make up our foundation to create success for us with our mind, that we can function our optimal self. And when our physical body is in a great space, it's much easier for our mind to be really open, aligned, and connected with who we are. And so we delved into that, and we gave ourselves challenges each day about what are we going to do? What's one thing that you can do to try and go to sleep better at the best time of day for you to sleep? And what's one food that you can avoid, or one food you can include that's going to be healthful for you today? What's one way that you can move your body, or what's one, just even you're moving your body today to help you bring extra health and wellness around? Day three, we moved into stress and resilience. So understanding about providing the right stress at the right time is key. We all endure stress, but it's about the right stress at the right time. It's prolonged stress that isn't good, or too much stress that isn't good. Stress is healthy. So how do we use the right amount of stress to keep us in flow? How do we then understand about being in flow and having the right times to recover at the right times of the day in the right way? And this is all, again, part of the journey and the technology we've been using with the Shae app to be able to help you understand these things. It's the first time ever we've been able to quantify these things in humanity's journey to be able to really get these insights, such powerful insights that we haven't had before. And we learned really that recovering is actually the way that we increase our resilience. It's like topping up the bank of resilience points is when you get to rest and recover, your resilience bank starts to improve so that you can be more resilient for the stress that comes around again. So day three was really insightful for understanding stress and resilience in a way that's right for us, because everybody's very different. Day four, or day three, sorry, in terms of stress, we really dive deeper into when you should rest, when you should perform. So when do you take it easy, and when do you actually use your energy to flow? We looked at our schedule. This is based on our biorhythm, our neurotypes, our genetic expressions, very detailed information to give us this beautiful time of day where our rhythm flows based on our body clocks and all these great things. And how do we actually do life in that way? Day four was mindfulness and meditation. So really understanding about the fact that it's different for all of us, but it's actually really, really powerful, and we can tap into that. And again, we explored through the different times and flows of that. And we started to talk about unique individuals and crusaders and senses. What played out that caused a feeling of stress or success for you? Diplomats, what about your environment and your place that created stress or comfort for you? And activators, connectors, guardians, about what social impacts that are there for you, and what things really land and resonate for you socially that can you really use to be more mindful and drop into that state of meditation. So we moved on to day five, which is around our lifestyle priorities and our body clocks. So understanding that, again, we're all unique. Each of us have different priorities that have the biggest impact for our health. Some of us, moving our body is the most impactful thing we could ever do for our body and mind. Others, it's to be in the right environment around us. For others, it's to be using our mind for mindfulness and changing perception and context and things like that. For others, it's to connect with other people and be social. And this is all scientific validation that we have now to understand the biggest impact you can have for people. It's just such powerful information. And we looked inside of the app under each of these sections where your body clocks are. You can delve deep into those to understand about your time, your flow, not a single person that gets the same information. So really powerful things about our body clocks and timing, and how do we align with our clocks during those times. Day 6, we delved into the bigger conversations around identity, genius, and purpose. So taking a big step back from the getting into the tangibles, and this is starting to understand, okay, why are we even on the planet? Who are we and what do we need to do? And we looked at, we are essentially the response of our environment. So the foods that we eat, the ways we move our body, the people we hang out with, the things we do with our time, the environment and climate around us, indoors and outdoors, the sleep we get or don't get, the way we use our mind or sometimes don't use our minds, really creates and gives us an identity as to who we are and how we show up. And we have this inbuilt capacity that's here to do what we're here to do on the planet. And how do we understand that and tap into that and really be aware of that to harness its full potential and our full potential? And then how do we align that with our passion? Like what really lights us up, what creates that curiosity in us, what really fuels us to do what we're here to do. And that's really the essence of what day 6 was all about, and a very, very empowering day. Day 7 was now starting to step outside of us. Now that we've focused a lot around that inner peace journey and that peace of mind, how do we actually start to use that to interact with others on the journey? There's almost 8 billion of us on the planet, and we're all here together for a journey. So first step was just to understand everyone's different and then accept others for who they are. It sounds really simple, the most profound and powerful thing that we'll ever learn in our lives, I would say. Step 2, just understand that stress changes things, changes you, changes others. So the normal flow of things, if you're stressed, you're going to be a little bit different with your communication to others. Others are going to be a bit different communicating to you. So just be aware of that and take those steps to reduce stress so everybody can be in a beautiful space to communicate. And step 3 was just to really calm down and understand each other's needs and just work well together. So it's a beautiful way we started this conversation around community, which we then built on into day 8. So day 8 was all around culture and community. And we learned in day 8 that actually culture starts with you being in alignment with yourself, with your body, with your mind, with emotions, with spirit. This is you being in a perfect state of alignment, creating a beautiful culture that then goes and impacts with others who are hopefully in that same journey as you. And if not, we can be here to support them. If we can be empowered ourselves to support others that need to be lifted up, that need to be supported, that need to be cared for. And we encourage everyone to do this from an unconditional place of love, of care, of kindness. We encourage random acts of kindness and to just go and do something nice for someone. You never know the impact just by sharing a compliment with somebody or saying nice to someone about something and sharing their strengths and acknowledging them for who they are, helping people feel seen and heard and understood. It's just the most powerful thing for us as humans. And that's what we're encouraging on day 8, is to really get together as a community, understand that culture starts with us, but it's very infectious, that we can spread that beautiful culture and that positive vibe out there in the world as much as we can negative. So really focusing on the light and the positive nature, and understand that that change really starts with you. And it's a bigger conversation about our collective consciousness, about this planetary journey that we're on. And as we step forward on this, just really breeding that culture that we all want to be part of moving forward. Day 9 was all around sustaining healthy behaviors. So this is us asking some questions. What is our new normal? What things have we put in place that we can keep on going with, even just our small little wins that we do? And particularly understanding how has our lens changed forever, hopefully, on ourselves and others, that we're now seeing each other. We have this personalization lens where we know that we're different. So when someone's at a barbecue or on the weekend saying, oh, I've seen this new diet, I'm going to try it. The first question is, oh, well, is that diet right for your unique body? Because it's probably right for some people, definitely not right for everybody. Is it right for you? Or I've got this great new boot camp thing I'm doing at 5 a.m, come and join it. It's like, well, I don't know if that's actually the best thing for me. That creates more stress or more cortisol for me than it will be helping. Let me actually check in and see with me, like, is this the best thing for me to be doing right now? So this personalization lens that moves away from the food being the best thing and like all these great nutrients and properties in superfoods, to say, actually, this food might really work for somebody's body over here, but not for somebody over here. So just personalizing the conversation, taking it away from the food or the exercise or the latest diet or the fad or the mindfulness technique or anything. It's not about those. It's actually about how any of those interact with your unique body and mind. And that's really an empowerment tool that we hope we left you with for this challenge. So are you supporting your unique body and mind to stay on track? And what is the new normal that you're creating with healthy behaviors? And of course, day 10, here we are today. We are reflecting and celebrating on an incredible journey. Have you increased your awareness around mental health over this 10 days? I hope yes. Just dialing in for some of these calls, getting into your app and understanding more about who you are. Again, the app is literally, it scans your body on the outside, It understands your body on the inside and your mind, gives you information about your biorhythms and just times of day that are helpful for you, tips and tricks and things to look at how you can biohack a lot of different things in your space and your journey. It's such powerful information. Please dive in if you haven't yet. It's day 10. Now is the time. But what have you learned about yourself and what have you learned about others? Hopefully quite a lot. A lot of reflection. The 10 days we just covered a lot of information that's there. And what small wins have you had over the past 10 days that you can celebrate? Because right now we're inviting you to celebrate you. Congratulations on achieving this incredible feat of 10 days of mindfulness. And we're very, very excited to share this journey with you and very grateful to be part of it with you. So thank you all so much for being here and allowing us to be part of your journey. And every day that we've been on this journey together, we've done a mindfulness meditation with Anne. Anne Larson, incredible Anne. Thank you so much. We're going to do that right now and just have our last session where we can just dive deep and stop in our busy days. We can connect together. We can forget about the past, forget about the future and whatever our day's been and whatever is to come, and just take a breath and a few breaths together for maybe 10 minutes where we can just really be present, really connect in and really celebrate ourselves and each other today. So Anne, I'm going to hand over to you right now, and thank you so much for leading us into this final meditation.
Welcome to our final day of the challenge and our final day for our mindfulness meditations, where you now have an opportunity to reflect on what was really important to you in these last 10 days. So as we start, as usual, pushing our feet into the floor, bringing our attention into the current moment, bringing our attention to our breath, and simply noticing, without judgment, what is occurring in this current moment. And then, if you can, close your eyes. If not, continue paying attention to whatever task is at hand. And now take another 3 breaths. As you take each breath, just simply notice the sensations in your body so that you're fully situated in your body. You can push your feet into the ground again. You're in the here and now. And now take your mind back over the past 10 days. Imagine yourself on a timeline. You're traveling back through those 10 days and you're noticing the events that were really important to you. What really resonated for you at the beginning of this journey with the summit, with our amazing speakers? Was there something in particular that anyone said that you could really feel in your heart? It really resonated for you. And if that did happen, concentrate on that, focus on that, make it a part of who you are. We often hear profound statements or profound sessions and we feel like we've been quite enlightened by that. But the next step after that is to really embrace those into our whole life so that we begin to practice that. So when you are thinking about this important moment from our summit, from the first day, how are you going to include that realization, that enlightenment, that wonderful blinding flash of insight or intuition? How are you going to incorporate that into your day? How are you going to incorporate that into your life? Is there something about that that is cause for celebration for you? And then bringing your attention from the 10 days ago to now, as you float on that journey, what else spoke to you in that time? Did you hear something about sleep or nutrition or movement that really spoke to you? And when you thought about creating healthy habits, did they have something to do with sleep or nutrition or movement? Have you been able to create any new habits in those areas? And if you haven't, would you like to? Is that something that you would like to put into place now? If you want to put that into place, then really think about, how will I do that? What is it that I really want? What difference is that going to make to my life? Is there anything that might get in the way of that? And then create a really specific plan. And remember, if you would like some support with that plan, then reach out and find someone, because as part of the human tribe, we often need people with different knowledge, skills, or ways of being in general that can support us when we are trying to create change. What else was interesting for you on this journey? Were you interested in this idea about genius? About what your genius is? About what you are bringing into this world? Did you actually discover something about your genius that you didn't know before? Did you realize that your genius may be quite different from other people's geniuses, and that together, working together, can really make any project, any mission so much more exciting, and there's so much more flow around it that we can really get into a flow state ourselves and with a group of people when we live our own genius, our own particular kind of genius. Was there something around lifestyle that you found important? Were there some elements of your lifestyle that you could see as more relevant for you? Did you notice how your physical environment influences how you're feeling, what you're thinking about, how productive you can be, how good you feel? Was that something that you noticed? Was that news of information for you? New information that you didn't know before? Or was it something, was it something about connectivity, about the importance of relationships, and how you live out those relationships. Are you feeling really wonderful and proud of yourself because you were engaged for the whole 10 days, that really you've engaged in this lovely practice of self-care, where by being part of this, you can now know that you really have possibility to be your optimal self. That's something to celebrate. How would you like to celebrate where you've come over this last period of time with the challenge? How would you like to celebrate that? What sort of celebration fits with this person that you are now? Has there been some sort of transformation? Because this experience may have been cathartic for you, and cathartic in the true sense of Greek tragedies, when catharsis meant I'm being transported to a whole new place. I feel like parts of me have been renewed, that I can be in the world in a different way. Is that something for you to celebrate? So now, taking your attention back to your breath, thinking about how wonderful it has been on this journey, what the journey has meant to you, and also where this journey can take you next. Now that you're in this new place, perhaps you have a new view of your life. What is this new view? Perhaps you're somewhere that you've never been before. Imagine that. You're standing somewhere new, and there's a wide vista out in front of you of life, a whole new territory of your life that perhaps you weren't even expecting. Perhaps you didn't know it existed, but it's been created over the past 10 days. What do you want to do now with this new view? Or now that you're in perhaps a whole new territory of your life? What action would you like to take now in this place? What plans do you have for yourself, and perhaps for your mission on the planet, and for others around you now that you're in this place? That's really definitely a great reason to celebrate. Remember, let yourself know that you've done an amazing job getting to this place. So now push your feet into the floor. Take 3 deep breaths, beginning to notice what's around you. And bringing back with you to your current place in time, your current physical environment, bring back this sense of achievement, of celebration, and of possibility for what you can create from now. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much, Anne. What a beautiful meditation and a beautiful way to wrap up this 10 days. And thank you, everybody, for being here, just following along this journey with us, all to do with our mental health, and just to reflect on and celebrate all that we are and all that we've done for ourselves and each other over this 10 days. And as we have done every other morning with our resident yogi, Zach Stuma, we can now invite everybody to join along with the yoga session. It's about 15 minutes. So find a space wherever you are. It doesn't have to be in a studio, but just find somewhere that's really comfortable for you to be able to move your body and breathe, and just to enjoy the mental clearing that happens in this beautiful space of yoga today. So Zach, I'll hand over to you. Thank you so much, and we'll get started on that right now.
Hello and welcome to your yoga movement session. Today is a celebration. In fact, today we're going to bring together a few of the things that we've learned over the past few days. So, start in a seat, get yourself comfortable. Again, lift the hips ever so slightly, find a cushion, a pillow, a block, a bolster, anything that you've got. Allow the body to be calm, upright, alert, but relaxed. Bring your peace fingers to the third eye. We're starting with the practice of Nadi Shodha, but a variation. Blocking off the right nostril, you're breathing in and out through the left nostril. And as you do this, we're not looking to alter the breath in any way. We are looking, though, to observe the body, to notice the shift and the change. In fact, to notice that the body is always shifting and changing. Can you feel the body breathe, the movement of the breath in the body, the expansion and contraction of breath? Allow your mind to soften its focus ever so slightly, to notice when the mind is thinking, to allow it to run its course and then come back to observing, noticing the breath, noticing the body. And let the hand fall away, keep the eyes closed, just stay in a moment in this space that you've created. The body is alert and relaxed. We'll come to the opposite side, so you might use a different hand. You can use the same one, fingers to the third eye, blocking the left nostril this time, breathing in and out through the right nostril. Again, the breath is calm, natural for you. Allow the mind to notice the difference between the left and the right. Notice where in the body the breath is breathing. Where does the movement occur? Observe the mind soften. And let the hand fall away. Stay again for a moment. Calm, soft breath. And when you're ready, let's start to move through the neck and the head. You might move up and down, nodding the head. You might find some rolling clockwise before moving anti-clockwise. Just some simple movements. Maybe the shoulders get involved, rolling. And we'll bring the arms up overhead, reaching nice and tall. And to the right side we'll lean. And we'll look for that big beach ball that we've been working with, allowing the spine to bend to the right side. Maybe some movement of the left shoulder rolling forward and back at the spine to move. Next time you roll down to the right, walk around to the middle, the body upright, arms reaching. We'll go to the left side leaning, bending the spine, rolling and rocking the top shoulder. Returning to the earth, walking around to the middle, bring yourself back upright. Let's get moving. So, jumping off your seat, coming onto all fours. Let's find that spinal movement. So again, playing around with all sorts of movements in the spine. You could roll the spine up and down, side to side, snake it around, whatever works. I invite you to close the eyes at this point and look for those areas of spine that might need a little more attention. And then just play around with that area of the body. And then in our tabletop shape with a firm lower belly, I'll get you to rock back and forth. So the chin leading you forward, the sit bones leading you back, forward and back. If you'd like to play around with this a little, you could hover the knees. So if you've tucked your toes, you can hover them just off the ground. The more challenging it is, the closer to the ground you'll be. If you're lifting the knees up, it's a little easier, but stay as close to the ground as you can if you're lifting them. But you're also welcome to stay with knees grounded down, connected. We're going to keep this rocking action. Reach back with a long reach and then roll forward. This idea of rolling through to a plank pose. Bending the knees, rocking back, rolling forward. Make sure the spine stays lifted so it's like your shoulders are doming towards the ceiling here at the top end of the shape. Rock back, roll forward. Notice the spine and vertebrae moving all the way through. See if you can give everyone a little bit of attention. Next time you rock back, we'll land in a down dog shape with the hips lifted and the arms long. Lift the hips, find your tippy toes, and tippy toe all the way forward with high hips to the top, feet to the hands. Then land in a half lift with the long spine, crown reaching before releasing into a fold. Then rise all the way up, come tall, some familiar shapes now, reaching before landing and rolling the spine back down to the earth. Half lift, long spine. Step back, find plank, chaturanga, or cat and cow. You choose the adventure today. Where does the body take you? Then meet me back in down dog, hips lifted. Another one of those, a sun salutation. Walk forward, empty the breath all the way. New breath in, half lift, supported all the way. Fold, then rise. Movement with breath, come back down to the earth. Smooth, continual movement. Half lift. Step back, chaturanga, cat-cow. Down dog, lift the hips, lengthen the spine, soften the knees, walk forward, high hips, all the way, journey forward. Half lift, long spine, reach through crown. Release and rise. Spinal rolls up and down, soft knees. Land in a deep fold. Half lift. Step back, find a flow here. Movement with breath. Down dog, lift the hips, stay for a moment supported, reaching long spine. Right leg lifts it on up, three-legged dog, we're opening. Then we're stepping forward, warrior two. So warrior two, if you know this shape, pop into it. The back heel grounds down and the toes face sideways and you roll the whole shape up. This shape is all about opening through the hips, through the heart. We're making sure our body is upright and our knee. If it's darting in towards the middle, we want to open it back up so that it goes over the toes. So if you're having trouble with that, you could shorten the stance just a little bit. Turn the palms, open the shape. From here, reach again. Grab onto that big beach ball that we've been working with and open this left side of the body. Return to side angle. So come forward, open the knee with that elbow and then reach the fingers. Long shape, open heart. Like we're spiraling towards the ceiling. Left hand finds the earth into a twist. Right fingers open. Reach behind you, drop the back knee, low lunge. Come on, upright. And then sink the hips backwards. Half monkey. Creep on forward. Back into the twist. Right fingers pick up. Turn the gaze to the ground, step forward to the top of your mat. Take a half lift with a long spine, release, and let's find some movement with breath. Roll tall, roll spine back down, fold. Take a half lift, lengthen. Step back, chaturanga, cow, either shape. Down dog. Long spine, left side lifts, pick it on up. Warrior two, we're stepping, landing back heel, spiraling up, lunging deeply forward. Option to open the palms and lift the chest. Reverse the shape, the beach ball grab, big spine. Forward, supported shape, draw the left elbow into the knee, draw it backwards, reach forward, continue the motion to the earth, right hand down, twist. Drop the back knee, low lunge, lift on up. Half monkey, release, surrender to the earth. Forward into the twist, left hand picks up, gaze to the earth, step forward, fold. Half lift, stay supported from the ground, release, then rise, a flowing of the breath with movement. Return to the earth, deep bend. Lift halfway, lengthen through crown, step back, find a little grounded movement. Down dog, lift the hips, reach on back. Right leg lifts, pick it up, warrior two. Come with me now, enjoy the journey. Open, feel expanded. Reverse. Side angle, forward, reaching, open heart. Twist down, maybe with no hands to the earth. Challenge yourself here, reaching. Back knee drops, launch high. Half monkey, low. Forward to the twist, pick on up. Hands to the earth, back leg lifts. Leave the earth, maybe a challenge for you. Tall, feel light in the shape. Fold to the earth, return down. Half lift, lengthen spine. Release and rise, rolling to the earth, return. Half lift, long spine, step back, movement with breath now. Down dog, the next shape. Long spine, bent knees, left leg reaching far back. Warrior two, step and open. Reverse, reach behind, take it forward, side angle. Continue to the earth, a twist, left arm opens, back knee drops, low lunge, rise. Half monkey, down. Twist, we come forward, back knee lifts to the earth, both hands, lift the back leg, our balance, left side. Heart proud, launching if you dare. Give it a go. Return to the earth, soft landing. Take a half lift. Release, then rise tall. Return down, fold. Last half lift. Release to the earth. Come to a seat. Well, that is a fun practice, and I'd invite you to try that one again, anytime. Here we'll finish our practice with another pranayama, Cosmic Breath 1. Cosmic Breath 1 allows the spine to move. So it's a breathe in through the nose, and then a escape of the breath through the mouth as you roll the spine down. So we're extending with an inhale, flexing the spine towards the earth through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, tall. Exhale through the mouth to the earth. Keep moving with your own breath at your own pace. You're welcome to pause with an inhale before returning back down to the ground. Next time you come up with a full breath, hold it for a moment. Pause with a full breath. Stay as long as you like here. Soften in the body. Notice if you're gripping through the hips, the shoulders, or the jaw. When you're ready to start breathing normally and naturally, just allow the breath to move again. How good does it feel to move and breathe with purpose? Allow your hands to land at the heart center. Together we take a deep inhale. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Zach, for a beautiful session on day 10 where we're reflecting and celebrating everything that's happened to us and for us and with us over the last 10 days. I'm really, really grateful for this journey together, and just want to remind us all that we're here for mental health. We're here to flip the conversation. We're all unique. We're all far from just physical selves. Where our mind and mental health conversation is really the bridge between who we are physically and why we're here spiritually. And our mind has the power to empower us or disempower us, but we have the choice every day. We have the tools that are here for us. We have the support networks. We have the community to change the story for ourselves and each other. So let's all remind ourselves who we are and why we're here. Let's keep our perspective on what truly matters. Let's remember the context of everything that occurs as lessons, as gifts to help us learn and grow no matter what the circumstances are. Let's be really mindful, really aware of the world. Our reality exists via our belief systems, many that aren't ours that we can change. And let's just really take ownership of the meaning we assign to people or places or things in our life, the awareness that we can choose whatever we believe. We can change whatever story anytime we like. We can create positive experiences and bring more joy and health and hope and happiness to ourselves and those around us. So peace of mind is what we're here for. It's ours to enjoy. It's ours to celebrate. It's ours to cherish. It's ours to share. So let's do this together. Thank you so much for this beautiful 10 days. We have our final session that's happening this afternoon with the founders of Unify coming together for our final session. So we'll see you at 3:30 Pacific time this afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciating and grateful for this journey for all of us together, and I look forward to the continued conversation as we unfold this afternoon. So thank you so much. Have an incredible rest of your day, and can't wait to see you this afternoon. Bye.